What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Asus Ally X and Z1 Extreme gameplay video for you guys today. And today, we're going to check out that Are We There Yet game. And we got playable FPS on the Steam Deck. It was the usual having to turn everything down to low, but hey, we were at least able to get 30 to 40 something FPS. And that's okay with me for a slow game like this, especially on the Steam Deck, which is probably well below this game's minimum specs, even though it doesn't look ultra impressive. That always fools me. You gotta remember, you can't go by how a game looks. Sometimes a game can look one way, but just be designed in such a way that it's still harder to run than you would think. But hey, it was still way more playable than Borderlands 4. But that game definitely got a lot better with a couple updates. Still not great, especially for how it looks, but much better than when it was at launch. Anyway though, why don't we go hop on in? We'll see how the Z1 Extreme does first and move on to the X as we usually do last. And maybe this one will actually be able to give us playable FPS at 1080p high. Doubtful. We're gonna try it anyway. So, to the game. So, we're gonna start off at 1080p high. I just want to see if it gets us even remotely playable FPS, even with Lumen on and all that, because I know some people would be curious for a game that looks like this, but it's a lot harder running than you think. Steam Deck had to run this thing on low. At least at its native resolution, at least it was able to do that. Okay, we want that to be 100%. Now I hope I don't mess up here, because this one I have to do the same thing 3 times in a row. So a total of 6 times, so. If I remember correctly, this still does better than I thought, but I think it hanged around like low 20s to 17, 18s, so not playable, but better than I thought it was going to do.
Okay, now we need to just start off with a little bit of an intro, a little jingle. Okay, what can we do here? Ba-doo-ba-doo, ba-doo-ba-doo. No, that's no good. Maybe a little more chanty. Away-yo-way, away-yo-way, away-yo-way. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, nice. Okay, here we go. Welcome to Absolute Calm with Austin, where I teach you how to achieve absolute calm. Now I know what you're thinking. Austin, what is absolute calm? Austin, why would one want to achieve the absolute calm? Austin, that sounds nice and all, but I have a family to care for. I don't have time for calm. Dear listener, please note that absolute calm will not result in a reduction of productivity, but instead it will increase it. The absolute calm will bring clarity to your mind, shedding the unnecessary burdens of the world, and laser your focus on the only things that matter. But Austin, what if I'm incapable of achieving this? You can. We all can. It is a gift from the ancient Anunnaki of Nibiru, and as such, the absolute calm exists in all of us at all times, albeit lost amongst the distractions we have created for ourselves. But I will help you achieve it in this 8-part series. You might be curious about other health benefits of the absolute calm. Accessing the absolute calm comes with all sorts of health benefits, such as lowering blood pressure, more efficient...
Now let's try it with Lumen off, which definitely helps out quite a bit, but as you can see from this screen, it's still not quite a constant 30. But it does a lot better than with Lumen on. Lumen, like I said, wasn't doing the greatest. But at least it wasn't getting 9 FPS or whatever. That's what I'm used to doing when I turn on any kind of ray tracing stuff on these things. But it's not like this game is the greatest looker either. But it looks alright for what it is. So now down to 900p and medium settings. And this I do believe stays over 30 the whole time at least. Not over 60, but if you're just somebody who wants 30, 40, 50, 60, every once in a while kind of FPS, seems like it does alright there. But if you want 60 plus, I don't think this game does that at all on any of these systems, but your best bet is low. But anyway, let's get into the game, shall we?
Okay, now we need to just start off with a little bit of an intro, a little jingle. Okay, what do we do here? Ba-ba-doo-ba-doo, ba-doo-ba-doo. No, it's not good. Maybe a little more chanty. Awee-yo-wee, awee-yo-wee, awee-yo-wee. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, nice. Welcome to Absolute Calm with Austin, where I teach you how to achieve absolute calm. Now I know what you're thinking. Austin, what is absolute calm? Austin, why would one want to achieve the absolute calm? Austin, that sounds nice and all, but I have a family to care for. I don't have time for calm. Dear listener, please note that absolute calm will not result in a reduction of productivity, but instead it will increase it. The absolute calm will bring clarity to your mind, shedding the unnecessary burdens of the world, and laser your focus on the only things that matter. But
Now we're going to do 720p, which is your best bet for the most FPS, as it usually is. I still don't think it gets 60 everywhere, though. I could have sworn it drops down to like 56s and 55s. Not the end of the world by any means, but I can't sit there and claim 60 plus all the time if it can't get 60 plus all over. So I just try to be honest. And I still sometimes miss. I'll sit there and say that, and then someone will say, hey, no, I saw it drop down to 58. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't see that. So you're right, I can't make that claim. Anyway, gameplay time.
clarity to your mind, shedding the unnecessary burdens of the world, and laser your focus on the only things that matter. But Austin, what if I'm incapable of achieving this? You can. We all can. It is a gift from the ancient Anunnaki of Nibiru, and as such, the absolute calm exists in all of us at all times, albeit lost amongst the distractions we have created for ourselves. But I will help you achieve it in this 8-part series. You might be curious about other health benefits of the absolute calm. Accessing the absolute calm comes with all sorts of health benefits, such as lowering blood pressure, more efficient vitamin absorption, reaching an ideal weight, a reduction in chronic fatigue, improved mobility, more regular bowel movements, and achieving enlightenment, often in tandem with the bowel movements. With this step-by-step guide, you too will reach the absolute calm. Gurish Chaka to you, my child, and I will see you in the next lesson.
Alright, just like on the Steam Decks, if the thing absolutely can't run it at all, like with Lumen on, we're not even going to bother that. So we'll just go over to the Advanced tab here and check out High. We're just going to try High, because that got somewhat close to being playable, to the point where there might be some people out there that are okay with playing like at 20 to 30-ish FPS. Not a huge amount of people, but they're out there, so I wanted to get a little gameplay. So, with that, let's go do that. Well, now we're going to do 900p in medium, which I do believe gets us a 30 plus all the time. Obviously, if it doesn't, you guys let me know. I could have sworn it did. But this is another one of those games where I couldn't always stare at the frame rate counter. I had to not crash into trees, fall off bridges, what have you. Run from bears quite often. The game doesn't like to give me bear spray. But anyway, why don't we get back to the game? So now, some of that 720 penis. Ha, that sounds like you say penis. That's funny. But anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and turn everything down to low. And this is your best bet for FPS. It does not get 176 FPS in the game. I was excited and thought that when I saw that on the first one, but no, it does not do that. But anyway, let's go get some gameplay so you can see what it does get.
Okay, now we need to just start off with a little bit of an intro, a little jingle. No, that's not good. Maybe a little more chanty. Away, 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 away. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, thanks. Welcome to Absolute Calm with Austin, where I teach you how to achieve absolute calm. Now I know what you're thinking. Austin, what is absolute calm? Austin, why would one want to achieve the absolute calm? Austin, that sounds nice and all, but I have a family to care for. I don't have time for calm. Dear listener, please note that absolute calm will not result in a reduction of productivity, but instead it will increase it. The absolute calm will bring clarity to your mind, shedding the unnecessary burdens of the world, and laser your focus on the only things that matter. But Austin, what if I'm incapable of achieving this? You can. We all can. It is a gift from the ancient Anunnaki of Nibiru, and as such, the absolute calm exists in all of us at all times, albeit lost amongst the distractions we have created for ourselves. But I will help you achieve it in this 8-part series. You might be curious about other health benefits of the absolute calm. Accessing the absolute calm comes with all sorts of health benefits, such as lower blood pressure, more efficient vitamin absorption, reaching an ideal rate.
Well, alright, let's get some camcorder gameplay. And just real quick, I just wanted to show you guys, you can indeed use the controller if you want. I was just going to use keyboard and mouse because it made it a little easier. Except for driving. I'd probably like driving better with a controller. But I'm going to go back over here. As long as my keyboard and mouse still have battery. They had like 90%. They seem to both get pretty good battery life. Okay. Shoot. So since it came back here, I have to come back and do all this over again? Well, shit. I wonder what you crashed into. I thought I was doing a pretty good job, and then all of a sudden, my shit just fell apart. Wait, I think there was one more that had one coming out. Bitty bit. Which one was it? Was it you? No, I think it was this back one. Yep. There we go. Alright, now. Alright, well, first things first, I would like a roof. Roofs are pretty cool. Alright. And then there's that. Alright, And didn't I think I threw bear spray in here earlier, before I started the video. And I definitely want my mirror. Oh, I guess I don't get a door. Oh well, whatever. Doors are for noobs anyway. Alright. Now let's go grab that damn tape. Oh, there's still more scrap metal.
Okay, now we need to just start off with a little bit of an intro, a little jingle. No, that's not good. Maybe a little more chanty. Away, 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 away. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, nice. Okay, here we go. Welcome to Absolute Calm with Austin, where I teach you how to achieve absolute calm. Now I know what you're thinking. Austin, what is absolute calm? Austin, why would one want to achieve the absolute calm? Austin, that sounds nice and all, but I have a family to care for. I don't have time for calm. Dear listener, please note that absolute calm will not result in a reduction of productivity, but instead it will increase it. The absolute calm will bring clarity to your mind, shed in the unnecessary burdens of the world, and laser your focus on the only things that matter. But Austin, what if I'm incapable of achieving this? You can. We all can. It is a gift from the ancient Anunnaki of Nibiru, and as such, the absolute calm exists in all of us at all times, albeit lost amongst the distractions we have created for ourselves. But I will help you achieve it in this 8-part series. You might be curious about other health benefits of the absolute calm. Accessing the absolute calm comes with all sorts of health benefits, such as lowering blood pressure, more efficient vitamin absorption, reaching an ideal weight, a reduction in chronic fatigue, improved mobility, more regular bowel movements, and achieving enlightenment, often in tandem with the bowel movements. With this step-by-step guide, you too will reach the absolute calm. Gurus chaka to you, my child, and I will see you in the next lesson.
Oh, so that's what keeps happening. A fucking bear keeps coming and killing my shit. I had no sound before, so I had no idea. I was like, why is my car just randomly exploding? So that's why. Alright, so we gotta make sure we get that bear spray. Very important. Oh, I know what happened. I bet the bear spray fell out. Because I didn't mount it to anything. Alright, so yeah. Oh, I forgot. You gotta turn her on first. Where's the bear at? Oh, that's right. So I was just going that way. I don't know what the hell I was doing. Uh-oh. Alright, that's probably not the right way. Here we go. Oh shit. Oh shit. Well, that's shitty. Those damn bears. Wished I didn't lose my bear spray. That's my own fault for not mounting it down somewhere. I remember I hawked it in the bathroom and thought, oh, I'll just put it in. And then when I went off that one time, I absolutely did not do that. Actually, wait, how long have I been playing? 10 minutes already? Well, shit. I think it's about time for us to go ahead and move on over to the X then. Alright, now for some camera-recorded gameplay, and just like before, you absolutely can indeed use the controller. This is that right there. I don't want to have it be out of the shot. But I'm just going to keep playing with keyboard and mouse. Now, where do I keep picking up that bear? It doesn't really matter because, again, it didn't spawn bear spray. Every once in a while it will. So we have to just floor it and never stop. So we have to drive like an absolute psycho. Blow the fuck out of this engine, but that's okay. You gotta do what you gotta do. Oh boy, I did not aim that or line that up good at all, but I think we're okay. There's that bear. Stupid bear. Yeah, I might have to just restart the whole thing if it's never going to spawn one again. I thought it was just going to spawn one every time next to that tape thingy. But no. Guess it's random every time. This time I get, hey, there we go, bear spray. but nothing to fix my shit with, so we'll have to listen for him, jump out of the car, and just get him. And then we should be okay, as long as I don't fuck up anywhere else. I don't see no scraps or nothing this time around. And we don't need to listen to the tape for 1,000th time. Nope, there are no scraps this time. Oh, wait. Okay, well, we can at least... Well, the only thing I really want is my mirror and a roof. Do we have enough for that and my mirror? Alright, that's really all I need. I don't even want a door right now, so I can just jump out and get that bear with the bear spray. Alright, try this again. Well, off we go. Now listen out for that bastard of Bastorian bareness. Whoop. Oh, we gotta line this shit up perfect. We got like almost no room for error. Oh shit. No, I want that. Oh yeah. We're off-roading now. Oops. Ah. Here we go. there's still a tree right there. Where am I supposed to go anyway? I probably went the wrong way. Oh, we just have to make a really tight turn. Okay. Yeah, I think we're supposed to go down here. So real quick, let's hop in, hit the parking brake. I think we're done with this for now. Oh, had a tree a little bit there. It's okay, we can straighten this back up. I don't think that's completely a failure yet. There we go. Is that mud? Where is the engine anyway? Oh. Huh. Alright, well. Ah, horse shit. I don't think we need that. Get over here, Wood. Okay. Now, are there any more? Yes. Ooh, wait, we can put the ramp there. That doesn't really work out the way I was expecting. Alright, fuck this, let's do it. Alright, well that was short-lived. Uh-oh, I think we're stuck. Alright, so that's as far as it'll go, huh? Oopsie. Aw, it looks like it's working, but nope. Well, that's lame. I was hoping I could get a little further, but I keep screwing on up. But I think that's good for this video. Let's wrap up, shall we? Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for RV There Yet on the Ally X and Z1 Extreme. And you can definitely get playable FPS as long as you're not trying to do Lumen and 1080p high at maximum, 1080p. If you turn the render down, you could probably do it. What the hell do you mean you're unable to think? Okay, there we go. I don't even know why I care I'm doing that anyway. I'm gonna delete it off that one anyway. And probably if I was gonna play it, I'm probably play it on a desktop, not a handheld. So it's getting deleted anyway, so I don't know why I bothered with that. But I'm weird like that. If I see something like that, like, no, you work properly, damn you. But anyway, it did seem to get playable FPS as long long as we weren't trying 1080p at actual 1080p and Lumen. And if you just turn down the render down to like 80 at 1080p, it still probably look all right and probably just barely get you over 30 FPS or right around. But after you go to medium and 900p, you get playable FPS. I don't think I saw it dropping under 30. And if you want like around a 60 FPS experience, just put everything on low. It can even do it at native 720. And then if you want even more FPS, just turn the render down until it looks really horrible, and then crank it up until it doesn't. And then you hopefully will get a nice balance of FPS and still have it look okay-ish. Obviously, this game's not exactly about crazy graphics anyway, so I'm kind of weirded out that it has Lumen and all that anyhow, but hey, good lighting can be fun in even a game like this, but Lumen costs, and it just wasn't doing it on here. You might be able to do it and stay at 30 something if you just okay with 720p, low settings, but still want some okay lighting. I don't know why you would want to do that, but hey, the option's there if you want. That's why they're there. Either way though, that's all for this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoy making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.